So, in today's video, I'm going to go on a search to see if I can find all the newly released Muppet Funko Pops out in the wild. Will I be able to do it? Well, I guess you just have to come along for the ride and find out. So, what are we waiting for? Let's talk about it. So, before we go searching for these newly released Muppet Funko Pops, I decided to take a quick pit stop over at Granny's Attic, which is a local antique store in my area, just to check out and see if I can find any fun Muppet, Sesame Street, or other nostalgic items. Here's a look at some of the fun stuff that I found. Got the weird grandma lady. Some pennies. And Yoda. I like Yoda. His forehead. That's how Maverick walked toward you. You know, his head forward. We got a giant Ronald head, who's a taxi driver. And the DVDs, a bunch of other nostalgic, reminiscent cartoons and shows. I found this. Anybody remembers Nickelodeon's Lazy Town? Like a live-action Nickelodeon show featuring puppets and live-action actors. Pretty cool. Alright, so far we found one Sesame Street item. It's this vintage lunchbox, pretty cool. Got Ernie, Bert, I think it's Prairie Dawn, and Cookie Monster. The other characters. And the Peanuts, Ludwig von Drake, that's pretty cool. Disneyland, pretty sure it's supposed to be Matterhorn maybe. This is not puppet related, but they got Herbie, modeled Herbie from the Lindsay Lohan movie, made by the company Johnny Lightning. That's a dirty Herbie. Then we got Clean Herbie. Makes noise and stuff like that. You can tell it's from the movie because once again, not puppet related, but we got Giant Pillsbury Doughboy.
Oh, there it is.
And then there's the Carl's Jr. star. And there's the other Carl's Jr. star. And then they got Pet Boys.
The chevron, and so they must have. I guess this was somebody.
Oh wow, look at this bike. This bike is covered in seashells. Goofy getting his bowl on. I think that might be cheating a little bit because he's really close to the pins, but yeah. Darkwing Duck. And this is his hat, the Darkwing Duck. Got Mr. Incredible's car down here, and apparently Pinocchio from Shrek has stolen Mr. Incredible's car. It's pretty cool. And we're in another booth. Bunch of other different collectibles, and my dad found this really cool Jim Carrey Grinch. Anybody remembers growing up with the early 2000s Grinch movie with Jim Carrey? That's pretty cool. With the talk and stuff like that. Try me, and he talks. Transforming Talking Grinch. Very cool. Probably not for $149, but pretty cool. Here's the back of the box.
I already have this guy, I think.
That's pretty cool. Oh, so his face switches up. You can go from really nice to really, really mean. So here's a Ernie music box with his rubber ducky. It's $18. It's a music box. It's pretty cool. And then there's, of course, the iconic E on his bed. It's pretty cool. Another Sesame Street find. Got some really cool VHSs down here. Favorite movie of all time, Back to the Future of Roger Rabbit. Christmas Vacation. Anybody remembers these? In the late 90s, early 2000s. Mugs. Got Sylvester. Wile E. Coyote. And then there's Pillsbury Doughboy. I believe it's a cookie jar. Pretty cool. Found Big Bird plush. Team Sesame score. Looks like Big Bird has joined the NBA naturally, as he should. I would love to see Big Bird versus Shaquille O'Neal. I think that would be a all-time classic basketball game. And SpongeBob. We got E.T. looking all types of interesting. Some Country Bears. Some Disneyland ride. And then we got Garfield. This is technically puppet related because he was a puppet at one point in time. He still has his tag on. The Snuggle Bears. Remember the Snuggle Bear from the commercials?
Which we have at home.
Do you?
Yeah.
I didn't know he had a Snuggle
I
Bear.
don't think he's that big.
But does he come with a tag though, Dad?
I think he does.
But he's technically a puppet.
Is he?
Well, he's a puppet in the early.
Is he a puppet though?
Yeah. Well, no, he's not a puppet. Then another puppet find. This is not puppet related, but I'll close this. This is the 30 Years of Hot Wheels from 1968 to 1998. 20th anniversary race car of Chucky. Chuck E. Cheese race car. How cool is that? Pretty cool, man. Classic Chucky logo that we all remember growing up with. Skateboard Chuck. Found Mikey from Men in Black. That's pretty cool. One of the movies. He's got the guy's head. Pretty cool. Yeah, they start screaming because he's like, "Oh, look, and I know what you want." And he's like, "Huh? I got a shrunken head." There's the organ mom from Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Once again, not puppet related, but big Disney fan. Mom, you see this? They have a Peter Pan snow globe. My mom loves snow globes, so it's pretty cool. They have the lot. It kind of reminds me of the ride. They have Peter Pan and Captain Hook and Wendy and them all in there. And we got on here, we have a bunch of Christmas ornaments. The genie coming out of his lamp. Mickey Mouse Club. Old school Mickey.
That means we can't go Disney to come here.
Yeah, you just get. Yeah. Here's everyone's favorite movie: Shark Boy and Lava Girl. This is Shark Boy. You can see him.
You care about Sid, don't you?
But I like Shark Boy. Got some buttons.
Yeah,
Pretty cool. Press guest Disney Afternoon Live, March 1991. This is cool. This is cool. Now available on home video. Elmo and Grouchland, Dad. I like Elmo and Grouchland. Let's tell you that. Yeah, State Farm. Get your contract, sir. Don't be scared. Hey, you want Looney Tunes? Is this? Hey, it's probably from the Warner Bros. Store, then.
Yeah.
You can have Walt Disney's mustache.
It's called mustaches.
I'm sorry, Walt Disney's mustache for $28. Then you want to have Walt Disney's stash?
I already got a mustache.
And you can have Davy Crockett with Davy Crockett.
Davy Crockett.
Or you have Goofy in his kitchen. Goofy's kitchen. Yeah.
Or creepy Minnie.
Yeah. Gonzo Pez. One Muppet find. Gonzo Pez. It's an older Pez too. I already have this one in my collection. Pretty cool. The Macy's Parade?
It's
pretty cool.
The Grinch thing over here.
You said from 1997?
Yeah, right here.
Look at the tree. The Whoville tree.
Oh, yeah.
That's the basis.
Macy's, oh, yeah.
Oh, they got money.
It's like Grinch Day. How many Grinches can you find?
It's heart.
What's wrong with his heart? Was it black?
Press
Oh, it's supposed to be red.
Press a button and it does it.
Look at the tree.
Tree. Oh, the Whovilation.
Cheese.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
And then that's when she. Why? Why, Mr. Santa Claus? Why are you doing your energy? Cookie jars. This is some cereal prize. Marvin Martian. Cartoon Network something. Cool. Collect all 10 cartoon kits. So they got Scooby-Doo Miguel Gorilla, Fruity Pebbles, Cocoa Pebbles, Waffle Crisps. Interesting. This is pretty cool. Some Disney figures. We got Tink, Fairy Godmother. We got TikTok Croc and Peter Pan. And then I believe we have the Reluctant Dragon. The kid. Yeah, the Reluctant Dragon. And then here's Donald going to town on the drums. Get his drum on. And then we have Shere Khan from the Jungle Book. It's pretty cool. Lady and the Tramp down here. And then we have old school Disney Big Bad Wolf. And then Timon and Pumbaa. And then here they are right here as the actual figures out of the box. It's pretty cool. We got Mickey and Minnie. So if anybody remembers those classic Christmas movies, we got a Frosty Snowman bobblehead, which I actually have at home. Then we have Frosty the Snowman. I believe this was from one of the other cartoons. Maybe it's Frosty Returns. That's pretty cool. So we have the original behind them, and then we have, I'm going to say it's Frosty Returns or Frosty the Snowman. We have Santa from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Pretty cool. Rankin Bass. I think this is supposed to be the Peanuts gang, but it really don't look like the Peanuts gang. They look more like, well, Charlie Brown definitely looks like Caillou. I don't know what they did to them, but they look creepy and they look like they've seen a lot of things.
Question: Is this you?
Yeah.
I'm just.
There's a giant giraffe. That's pretty cool. Gigantic giraffe. The back of his head. And we have this Phantom of the Opera giant statue thing. Pretty cool. Gigantic. This is for all those of you that are in love with Teletubbies. Old school Teletubbies. Pebbles and Bam Bam. So here at Barnes & Noble's, in the pop section, let's see if we can find the Muppets. I see Jimmy Neutron. He's not Muppet related with the count. Like, what is number 2?
Yeah.
2. You see Kermit? He's 15. You got Bert and Ernie right here. Him playing his banjo.
Yeah, I know. Did he look weird with feet, or he always had feet?
He always had feet, but never posed like that. That's kind of cool. So very reminiscent of the Muppet movie. Is he flocked too? Oh no, he's not. He looks flocked. And you see, you get Piggy, first made Piggy in her Pigs in Space costume. Fozzie, Gonzo. Here's Ferb. Phineas and Ferb. Here by the folk ministry. All the puppets. Got a naked hairless cat. Squirrel puppet. Shout out to Nibs. If anybody knows Nibs from TikTok or Instagram. Nibs. Cheetah. Dragon. Frog. Good looking sock puppet. Loch Ness Monster. Hey.
What
How you doing? Hey. It's a Loch Ness Monster puppet. I think this is new.
It's a crab.
Hey. So a bunch of other different puppets on this tree. It's a weird naked cat.
Hey, look.
If you shaved all the hair of Trixie.
Trixie? This would be her.
Then crate.
Yeah. Now, at first I thought it was a chihuahua. I was like, what?
Kind of creepy how
I thought
real.
Chihuahua too. I'm like,
Yeah, Folkman Tree. Always some pretty cool puppets. If you guys haven't seen some of my reviews on my channel, I highly suggest that you guys go check out some of the reviews that I have done of different Folk Madness puppets. Not these, but some familiar ones. But it's pretty cool seeing a Nibs squirrel puppet. Alright, so here at another Barnes & Noble full of pops. And here we go. There is the Miss Piggy, first mate Miss Piggy from Pigs in Space. All decked out. And then on the back is the whole gang. So yeah, there's Miss Piggy. There's Gonzo right here with his trumpet. Funny, I actually already have a Gonzo like this when they released the first set of the Muppet Funko Pops back in the day. The only difference between mine and this one is this one has a trumpet and mine doesn't. And he's a little more furry, fluffier. And then this is cool. This is cool because my parents actually found this the other day. This is Stadler and Waldorf in their theater seats, balcony theater seats. And for some reason, I didn't even see this on mine. So it must be a special chase or something. But yeah, it's a 2-figure set. It's just them in their chairs, but the background looks like the balcony. And as we see here, it's a Funko Special Edition. So the sticker, and then it's, yeah, $30. That's the same Kermit that I showed at the other Barnes & Noble. So there's Kermit and his banjo. And my dad just found Fozzie. And I think it's the whole set. Yep. And he's got a banana in his hand. Waka Waka. So technically, then this is like the whole set. Outside of Kermit that's back over that way. But yeah, this is like the whole set. And then Pepe is a part of that too. So they must, for some reason on the back of the box, they don't want to advertise Pepe. This is from the Muppets Mayhem Baby Animal. But he's not a part of the thing. But there you go. So another thing we found is pretty cool. I think I remember them advertising this. But it's the Muppets Kermit singing figure with music. You sing the Rainbow Connection back on the log with music. You get a sticker book with it.
Oh, cool.
So, with all the different characters. This collectible set includes a 3-inch figurine of Kermit the Frog who sings the first verse of the Rainbow Connection. When you push a button along with a mini book full of... You can make this an ornament. Because Hallmark was selling the ornament. And, pretty sure it's Kermit. Anyway, interesting. Everybody, so I'm back home now. And here is the official, well, kind of the official set of the newly released Muppet Funko characters. As I showed you guys at Barnes & Noble, I ended up picking up the Waldorf and Stadler Funko set. Then here we have Kermit with his banjo sitting in his swamp, chilling, singing Rainbow Connection. Right here, we have a little nod to the Muppet Show with First Mate Miss Piggy. Up next, we have Animal, and I believe that this was released, I want to say either at the beginning of this year or maybe the end of last year, but I do know that he is also in the same set because I believe he was the first one released, even though we didn't know that we were getting all these other characters and things like that, just by the logo up top. And if we flip it over on the back here, we see the Muppet, and then there's Animal's face, along with a lot of these Muppet Funko Pops. The back of their boxes have this brick wall type of setting. With Animal right here, we see he's playing his drums naturally like he does, getting ready to rock out with the rest of the Electric Mayhem. What's really cool about this is I picked him up from Target, and he is a part of the 2024 Fall Convention Limited Edition Funko Pop figure. And so I ended up actually finding Pepe. He's kind of more of like a chase. I ended up finding Pepe at my local box lunch. I do know you can pre-order him online. And what's even cooler about this Pepe Funko Pop is not only is he the first in the line of, of an official Pepe Funko Pop character to be released in this set, what's really cool is that Pepe is flocked. So as we can see here, he's got this light fuzz on his face. That's with the front of the box here with Pepe's face, the Muppets logo. It says Pop Television. Again, Pepe started out on Muppets Tonight, or was seen on Muppets Tonight. And over here you have Pepe the King Prawn. And then we flip it on the back, and there's the classic Muppet logo with, featuring all these other Muppet characters. And I like the green kind of mesh, giving a little nod to Kermit. And then there's Pepe and all his shrimp glory. Or sorry, King Prawn glory. I ended up taking Pepe out of the box. Usually as a collector, you don't want to do that, but it depends on the collector's preference. So yeah, guys, so here he is in all his detail. Super detailed. With his little flocked body here. There you see his antennas. Actually not flocked. So the antennas are not flocked. But the top of his red hair is very fuzzy, along with his face. And his eyelids are not flocked, but his mouth is, the bottom jaw is, with his one tooth right there. And as we come down here, we see that his hands are, along with his legs and feet. Here's the back of his head. There you go, all flocked out. And as you see, he has his famous red hoodie on with his yellow t-shirt. Once again, everybody, you can find this set, or at least maybe one character from the set, either at your local Hot Topic, your local box lunch, or at some third-party seller online. Mainly, I highly recommend that you go to the Funko website themselves because they're always reliable. Another item that Funko just announced as far as Muppet Funko Pops that goes along with this set, they actually just released from the skit Veterinarian's Hospital from the original Muppet Show. They are releasing actually it's available right now, Dr. Bob, aka Ralph the dog in his Dr. Bob costume from the skit. And they even released a Janice along with a chicken from that skit, which is super, super cool. I have not seen it at all, and the only place I've seen that available on is the Funko Pop website. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what are some of the Muppet Funko Pops that I featured in today's video that you are planning to go pick up. I would love to hear about it. Let me know in the comments below. Hey, thanks so much for watching this fun, awesome puppet-related video. I hope you enjoyed it and you learned a lot. And if you did, please do me a favor and go check out the next video right here on the screen. Kermit and I think you will enjoy it, and we'll see you over there. Until next time, take care and, well, have an awesome day.